Hello and welcome back to the Canceled Podcast. We have our favorite friend in the building.
This is true. Ew.
What? You hate that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mari really hates that.
Do they hate it too?
I think they do hate it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you hate it?
Everything.
Today's episode is a timeless episode of the Canceled Podcast. We're shooting this on Wednesday, April 9th at 8:22 p.m. But who knows? This could come out in August.
But just know that I don't still have two black eyes.
Would you just call her Bleffy the Vampire Slayer?
Yeah, Bleffy the Vampire Slayer and Natalia.
She's my friend. We work out.
Whom? Natalia Grace?
No, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
She's like, yeah, I bench her.
Hey, you know what? Wait.
Have you seen Good American Family?
No, but I know what you're talking about. But you know what? We need to introduce a segment on this show called What We Got Wrong in the Last Episode.
Ooh, I think we've been trying to do that for a long time.
You know what's funny? Sometimes I will see online people like, can they please just do their goddamn research?
And let me answer that for you. No. but seriously, like sometimes I'm like I do get fired up. I get fired up because I'm like, well, why are you coming to us for educational information? But also like sometimes we be saying stuff that's like, well, how the fuck?
And you say with your chest.
Yeah, like
like
so confident. But that's what I learned. That's what I was taught is like say things with confidence.
Yeah, confidence is key.
But I'm just lying to people.
While just saying some wrong ass shit. It's like Buzz Lightyear was on the moon.
I love when we get a laugh from the audience.
I know when you get a laugh from in there, it's as good as a good bump. I'm gonna tell you that much.
I made a good joke earlier, and I'm not even kidding. I've been on a high ever since.
It was a joke.
You had to be there.
Right.
What did we get wrong?
Stay tuned.
What did we get wrong?
Oh, we got wrong. Natalia Grace was not a little woman. She was actually only 8 years old.
Dude, all of
Wait.
it's I don't
but
know.
she's a real woman.
Finish
So
the fucking show.
Me either, but I have been seeing it all over TikTok that
Wow.
she actually was 8. But it's like, who's lying?
you.
She's like, what? Really?
Well, I got in trouble because like I sent her that TikTok about her having like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome or whatever. Like the
Or whatever. You're already being dismissive to the community.
I'm sorry, but like it's this syndrome, and like this girl had made this video about it, and I sent it to Tana, and Tana freaked out on me. She texted me like death threats.
Diagnosing me with the syndrome with the average life expectancy of 48.
But God forbid I just try to like raise awareness or something.
Raise awareness.
So I sent it to Tana, and then she's mad at me about it. So on the podcast, I'm like, no, trust me. Like it's probably not even real. I've never even heard of it. Like just jokingly like backtracking, and now it's like Brooke doesn't believe in us.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
And I've accidentally discredited.
Wow, I gotta get with those people. We should do a walk or something.
No, but apparently it is. It's actually very common. I didn't realize like in our comment section, like everybody's like, oh, I have that.
And it has more to do, I think, with your veins than collagen. Let me just not. Okay.
Yeah, just not. But just know that I
No confidence this time.
I believe in you. And I know you're real.
You are
like
seen.
it's Jack Frost.
I was just trying to make my friend feel better.
No, and it is, and we've had that running bit of like, if you haven't heard about some shit, it is not real to you. And like,
I know, but you know when things get clipped on TikTok and they're like, and she went to nursing school. I'm like, first of all, I never said that. And by that I mean I've 100% said that. I was pre-nursing. I never got professionally admitted to the nursing program, and I never would have.
I love how you're like clarifying this like years later.
Yeah. Well, everyone knew.
do you think the people in nursing school, like, were they like, oh, she's not gonna make it?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like, you were just kind of.
First of all, because I'm like an actual idiot. Second of all, because I cheated my way all through school.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had to take Chem 101 twice. Chem 101 twice with Dr. Van Dorn. Love her. And I got a C the first time.
No, imagine she was like with Meredith Grey.
It's honestly very similar. Got a C, okay? And like you can't get a C and get professionally admitted, so I had to retake the course, okay? Sat front row every single day. I was teacher's pet. Me and Dr. Van Dorn, we were like literally best friends. Got a C again. I should have just given it up right then and there.
That's always how like school felt for me. I was like, listen, I just can't do better than this. And you know, my dad would always tell me fence posts can get a C, and I'm like, can you even read?
Oh, no.
Yeah, at all. Literally at all. I have to pee so bad that it's clouding my.
Give it up.
I know.
Go pee. We can cook while you're gone.
But I'm having a good time. I don't want to miss out.
Might as well piss yourself on set since you shit yourself last time.
Yeah, it's so funny. Amari was just saying off camera that when I was saying,
Weren't the chairs white?
no.
I thought
I'm
you
just
guys-
kidding.
Oh, I was like, just freaking out because the chairs were white. Did you guys switch them out because you didn't want any more incidents?
Any poopy mishaps? No, we don't have 3 white chairs, so we brought out the green chairs just for
Oh,
you.
okay.
Amari was saying in one of the last episodes, I was saying that the bathroom smells like carcass, and he was under the impression that I was saying that I made it smell like carcass.
Yes.
She was saying that.
That's what I interpreted it as.
Me too.
It was also clipped though. Like I didn't watch the
See, look at these clips
thing.
just painting us in.
painting us like we're shitting on things and making it smell bad.
I still can't believe that. It was. Have you ever shit yourself?
No. I know you have.
Why do you say it with such judgment?
I don't say it would.
And what do you mean I know you have?
Well, you shit yourself on the way to like shoot one of your guys' tour thingies.
God forbid I still show up to work.
I was not like downplaying your hardworking,
Yeah,
your drive. Okay, you know, I am so proud of you. But I was just saying, I've never shit myself.
No, you're next. That's
No,
how it works.
I'm not.
That's how it works. She told me I was always like, no, I'm better than all of you. Like
the
my
thing is-
sphincter is fucking on
Well,
lock.
the thing is, you let your farts out though. Like I won't do that.
What do you, okay.
Yes. She's like gonna defend
People
herself.
who go to the bathroom every single time they have to fart are fucking out to lunch.
No, but you can just hold it in.
Well, this was like not a situation where you could just hold it in.
No, oh yeah, but I will just say this specific, like it was coming whether I wanted it to or not. Like there was no question. Like it was like I could clench with all of my might and it did not matter.
But why didn't you get up and leave then if you knew that like that was what was happening?
Because I thought it was just a really driven fart.
It drove.
She has no risk assessment team.
It drove. Skid marks, babe.
Bad. No, not
It
even
was just
skid marks.
one little like dollop on the back of her pants.
Audio
And, like-
listeners, if you could see my face.
And it's just the way I had to like hose myself down at home like a dog. It's
Liar.
Yeah, we didn't even hug when she walked in.
no, literally, we didn't even hug. I was like, I gotta go.
It was actually really funny though because I think you got your makeup done that day.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was so funny because like she came down to my room after and like I knew she was getting the shower. I heard the shower and everything. She comes down to my room like full glam still, and I was like, "Did you?"
I said on a
Shit yourself and you still went out of your way to
yeah,
save
that
your
wing was an Alexis Oakley wing, a $300 wing. I'm wearing that the next day to
Like, I
Jeff
didn't
Wittick's
shit
live
on
show.
my face.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't need a micellar water my fucking eyes because I shit myself. I just took the little nozzle to the hole. I do have to pee. Go.
Oh, piss, girl.
go.
Piss on the floor. Piss on the floor.
I guess that's pissed on.
I guess it just piss on the floor.
What's that from?
I think it's like a
have fun without me.
Nope.
God forbid. She's like, "Do you have my walker?" Are your eyes still itchy?
They're itchy. They feel like
Are the stitches still in? Doesn't look like it.
only my big ones, like these blue
ones that are coming
and
out
I
up in
pimple
here.
patched them to my face
That's so funny.
because I had this big old sticker and I was like, let me just pimple patch
Honestly, smart because the pimple patch is like invisible.
this. This girl at the gifting suite earlier was like talking to Tana and she was
I
like,
love that you still went.
I know. Well, I have my sunglasses on. She's talking to Tana and she's so excited to meet Tana. And like, we're talking for a long time. And I'm like jumping in a conversation here and there, but like, won't even, like, she's a Tana fan. So she's like talking, will not look at me. And finally she goes, take your glasses off. I go, no. And I pulled up my glasses. She's like, ow.
I'm like, was it Alyssa
Sorry.
Violet? Won't even acknowledge you.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
What should we talk about while she's gone? Tell me a secret.
Don't have any secrets. But since we were talking about Good American Family, doesn't she exhibit Natalia behavior?
I don't know. I haven't seen the show.
Okay, so basically, like, she just like is always throwing temper tantrums to get her way and stuff. And honestly, that's really it too, because like the night that she shit herself, was the night that the episode comes out at midnight on Tuesday, so it's technically Wednesday or whatever. But she was like, I'm so fucking sick, blah blah blah, whatever. And we watch it weekly, and I was like, okay, well, like you're so sick that you're shitting yourself. Maybe we could
We're
watch
filming.
Having fun without me.
We're actually
Yeah.
talking about you.
We're talking about how you are Natalia Grace.
Oh my fuck.
She's like, I'm so fucking sick, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, if you're so sick, obviously, like, I want to watch a show with you. But, like, maybe, like, what if we just watch it on FaceTime tonight? Like, at the same time, you know?
Like we're a long distance couple.
Well, you were so sick that you were shitting yourself. That's the last thing I want for myself. And, of course, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. I found my way up there because I wasn't winning. That's another Natalia Grace behavior, is like, she will get her way.
Yeah,
She will go and go and go until she gets her way.
Especially
And
over
she
you,
knows
you're
the
just like-
people she can get her way with. I am one of those people. I'd
You're a
say like
pushover.
I used to be like 100% people pleaser, and I think I've definitely like leveled down to like 60% people pleaser.
No,
and
you
by
love
people,
no. Wait.
Well, because think about how many times I say yes, yes, master. JK. But like think about how many times I say yes. So
Yeah.
it's like I gotta say no at some point.
No, I agree,
And-
and I remember the moments that you started really standing on no, and I respect that because I used to really just exhaust you.
She thinks that I say no all the time, but in reality, I say yes a lot, but there's a lot of no's too because she asks me a lot of things.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
asking
It's just
so
like,
many
you know.
questions.
I'm just obsessed with you. That's the thing. It is like her
And
and
I always,
BB. Like,
I
he's
always know
my-
that it's out of love, so I take like no, like, and not offense. And I hope you don't take offense to me saying no.
No, yeah, I do.
See, here she goes. She
Natalia
knows what
Grace.
she's doing.
Just in my dream world, I would like shrink you down and put you in my pocket, and you'd be everywhere with me.
hit up Elon.
Yeah, I really.
I'm sure he's got something going.
So you think I give Natalia Grace? You think I give the woman with dwarfism and or the 8-year-old?
I don't think she's dwarfism.
Well, because you know how the story ends, right? Like the girl's claiming like I was a child, but then the family's claiming up and down that she wasn't, and there's no real answer. No one
I think
knows.
the real answer is that she's 8.
Is she alive?
Uh-huh.
Where's she at?
I want to
She
watch
just did the BFFs podcast.
Get her.
You're
on.
lying.
I'm just kidding.
Oh. Got me, dude.
No, but in reality, it was just her on BFFs.
I want to go.
She has a
I-
rare form of dwarfism.
Oh, she does have dwarfism.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
No, but it's up in the air, truly. Like there is no final verdict. Like she's dying on the hill saying like, I'm 8, bitch.
You know what? I'm 8.
I ate.
I am so excited to see the Cancelled podcast live in Australia, which is why I wanted to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. So many artists going on tour, and you can get tickets to Kendrick Lamar and SZA, The Weeknd, Beyonce, Morgan Wallen, and more. I love using SeatGeek because I love attending live events like the Cancelled podcast live in Sydney, Australia. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And you know I came through for you guys. You can use code CANCELLED2025 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code CANCELLED2025. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring today's episode of the Cancelled podcast.
I used to be 8 pounds.
Yeah.
I am 8 pounds after my lymphatic today.
Lymphatic drain.
How does that? So lymphatic drainage massages are like the celebs get them like before red carpets and stuff, right?
Well, I got lymphatic body sculpting.
So what's that?
Honestly, I don't know. They use this machine on me, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, so I have this issue with massages. Well, not as of lately, but the very first time I ever got a massage, I was in New York City, and I like started getting hard during it. And I was like, I fucking hate massages. I would only get foot massages for the longest time.
What was she massaging that you got hard?
I don't remember.
And was
I
it
think it's like an
she? Was
inner
it
thigh.
he?
I think it was like my inner thighs. Today, we had to revisit that kind of situation. Well, I didn't get hard, but like I almost started to get hard because they were
Lady
using
like do
this,
the
like,
Kardashians and shit.
No, this is someone else.
Oh,
She's in
You're-
Japan.
You're like, grandma.
No, literally, I was just like, but she started using this like suction thingy on the inside of my thighs, and I was just like, as Amish would go, oh, or whatever the fuck he does, like, but I was just like, oh my god, I was like, what the fuck?
That is kind of crazy.
But
And
you
I've
did
just
it.
like been kind of in heat lately.
Oh,
But-
you're horned up.
I actually hooked up with someone this past weekend. hmm
What do you-
I've got my
69?
Riz back.
You 69?
Wait. We don't need to put everything out there like that.
Oh, you brought it out
We sucked each other's.
at the same time.
We had we went skiing.
Let me ask you a question about 69ing. I feel like I've obviously been in the position before, but I still have questions. Me and Mike obviously have done it before. Isn't it like, you know, when you're scratching someone's back and like someone else is scratching your back? It's like, I can't enjoy this because I'm doing this.
I agree with that actually fully. Like it's
think
not
it's-
as enjoyable because you're.
I think it's really hot, honestly. But also, like, I'm not the type, like, I don't like 69ing. Like I feel like when a guy and a girl 69, it's different because it's like, you can, like, eat a pussy and, like, suck a dick at the same time. Obviously, like what you guys said, like, not as enjoyable or whatever because you're, like, so focused on other things. But, like, just, like, the placement of your
I feel
genitals
like 69ing
works differently.
with
but,
two
like,
guys is better. It's like Legos almost. Like they just fit.
But, like, what are you gonna, like, well, height comes into play. As we know, I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
And,
so you're like sucking kneecap.
But, like, also, it's just like, what are you gonna do? Just like lay like two fucking wood planks on top of each other? Like,
what do you have to do? Like,
yeah, like, no. I like when you're like laying side by side and like, you know,
Oh,
you're
that
laying
makes
sides.
sense. I didn't think
It's almost
about
like
that
like that emoji. That's like also the
zodiac sign.
yeah, the zodiac
Cancer,
sign.
I think.
Mhm.
okay,
When you're,
well,
like,
you
laying-
enjoyed yourself.
Yeah,
How
I
tall
was.
is
tall.
he? Mm.
Yeah. I just don't know if he's gonna like watch this or if there's any way that he would. Well, actually, we don't even follow each other on social media. I can't even show you a picture of what he looks like because we don't follow each other on Instagram. Like,
Well,
he's private.
I love his googling.
What?
I know.
Yes.
really cool.
And then I've been going on dates.
Yeah, you've been.
This is fun to
hinging
talk
it up.
about with you guys because you guys are like taken.
Yeah.
Dating in the gay world is so hard, especially in Los Angeles because, well, one, I feel like hooking up with people in Los Angeles I don't really like doing. Just because I feel like everyone hooks up with everyone. And
Very, very cesspool. Like every gay I know hooks up with like the same.
yeah, and they
I don't
all,
know, like 20
Well, it's just
people.
like a smaller pool, so it feels like
Yeah, and
like
they
with
all-
being in college, like everyone kind of feels like they hook up with each other.
Yeah, they all thwomp around WeHo, so it's like everyone knows who's hooking up with everyone, and then like there's just like drama and stuff. I don't partake in that. I'll go to WeHo here and there, but like it's not my favorite place to go. It's like one of those things. It's like it's always a promised good time in the sense that like if you're gonna buy alcohol, like if
You're gonna
like,
get roofied.
You're well. You can
like,
get roofied,
yes.
but yes. But it's like if you're gonna spend $20 on a drink, then you're probably gonna get your $20 worth because they're probably putting like 3 shots in your drink. You know, like
And a
that
little
kind of thing.
GHB.
And sometimes some GHB. And yeah, there's just like lots of drama and stuff. Everyone knows each other and like everyone's business and stuff. So it's just like gross. And also, I feel like there's a lot of like clout-driven down there that like you really never know what anyone's intentions are and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. Nice to go down there because it's
You think
always
they're
a
trying to
promised good
suck you
time.
for a canceled podcast ticket?
Probably. They probably just want to come over and look at like your fucking shoes. Like, I'm like, you know what? If you're hot enough, you can.
You need like a nice guy who like doesn't know.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
So,
Like-
I mean, I've been hinging and that's a fun time,
I
you
love
know?
Hinge.
You recently
I
found
love
a guy in finance on Hinge, which
Oh my
is.
God.
Okay, man, in finance.
What is that noise? And if no one hears it, I'm gonna crash the
Yeah.
phone.
We hear it. We hear it.
Thank you for being honest with me. Because you had the tools to be like, no one else hears it.
Well, this place is haunted.
As fuck. I just saw a random girl in the bathroom and I was like, do you work here? Do you think it's haunted? And she was like, no. And I walked out. I was
She's like, I'm not even here, bitch.
right.
Stop talking to yourself, huh? Yeah, so my ideal, I mean, I'm not necessarily looking for a relationship because I am a firm believer that like if you're looking for a relationship, like you're not gonna find the best one, you know? Like I am looking for someone to have a great time with and see where that leads. You know, I'm not like sitting there like, trying to make anyone my boyfriend unless they want me bad.
You say you're looking for a boyfriend.
Well, I would love one.
Manifestation is real. You need to put it out in the universe. You are looking for a husband.
I want
It's like
someone
Kim
to have-
Kardashian.
I want someone to have
a good time
sleepovers
will
with.
find you.
Did you guys see how Kim Kardashian
Right.
literally was building a man's closet in her house, like for a man that
Yeah.
doesn't exist yet? I was like, that's kind.
That's what we need to be doing out in the world. We need to be saying like, oh,
Maybe that's why you've been like collecting men's clothing for all these years. When people try and clown your closet, you're like, I was manifesting, bitch.
Not kidding.
Where's your man?
Right. That's so true. That's so true. Oh my God. I used to live for that, like robbing the guys I would hook up with back in the day and then coming to you and being like, look at these stamp socks.
No, seriously, and I'd be like, oh hell yeah, we hit the gold mine.
Yeah, not
Can't wait to wear.
So bad. Wait, I gotta hit a really crazy neck crack. This might ruin the tour. My scoliosis.
Should we bring a chiropractor?
I've been referencing that a lot when Justin Timberlake got pulled over with his DUI, and that's what he said. This is gonna ruin the tour. He said that to the police officer on the body cam.
Gonna ruin the world tour.
Like what? That's you got a DUI, babe. Like,
Yeah.
This is gonna ruin the world tour.
like what do you mean?
Wait, that should be our bit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my dibs on the Instagram caption.
You know what's funny is
Still a lot of my ideas.
wait, what'd you say?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm just trying to start beef.
You could technically call this a world tour.
It is. What do you mean?
Like it's
technically?
international. Like you've been calling it the international tour, but it's like, no, this is a world tour, babe.
And then when you come and we take a photo, you can be like, "Was that a world tour? Your girl or my girls tour?"
Writing it down now.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, and if any of you fucking viewers try and steal that Instagram caption, it's on site.
Yeah.
Threatening
We'll
the
cut you.
fucking.
I'll be looking.
Spring is in full bloom on DraftKings Casino. New offers and promos are sprouting up daily. Right now, players can play $5 or anything and get 350 casino spins instantly on a featured slot game. Download the app and sign up with code CANCELLED. Take the featured slot for a spin and explore thousands of others in the DraftKings game library. Check back daily to claim the hottest offers and promos on DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus, physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Connecticut and Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins valid for featured game only and expire in 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/promos. Ends June 15th, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, DraftKings, for sponsoring today's episode of the Canceled Podcast. Play responsibly.
3-6 Mafia.
I just had this random memory. We've been doing this for so long that we're like, we don't stack episodes normally because we really like lose gas. And I was like, Amari will be perfect to like
I don't know
help
what
us
she's
get
talking
through
about.
this.
I have
The timing was perfect too, because I was at dinner and I was supposed to go to Ashley's hair appointment, but like I was starving. I've been on go all day. Like, oh, I was so exhausted. I got my lymphatic
Busy
body
week.
sculpting. But I've been like
Spray
packing. I was packing, had to leave, go get my lymphatic, and then came home, packed more. I'm still not done packing, and then like just starving. Supposed to go to Ashley with her to her hair appointment. So we ate first, and then like get the text from Annalie, like, can you be here like soon? So I'm like, oh my god, my food's coming. Scarf my food down as fast as possible. Didn't even have time to hang. Gassed it over here.
Oh, sorry, Ashley, we stole you. What? It's like I want to talk about current drama, but that's stupid.
Oh, I also canceled my plans with the boy to be here.
Oh my god.
Canceled to be uncanceled.
Oh my god, you love us. It'll be good down the line because then he's gonna think you're on it. You have so many options.
But I don't want. Okay, part of my problem too. Like, let me know what you guys think of this. I'm a very like honest like person. Like, I feel like we have like fairly flexible schedules. Like, as long like I mean, obviously like you're so booked and busy and stuff, but like because you scheduled it that way, you know. At the end of the day, like I mean, I'm not as booked and busy as you guys are, but I think I have a flexible schedule, and I feel like. Am I too available? Because I'm always like some people like they like I want someone that like works like a normal job with like structure and stuff like that, because that's what I'm like trying to implement into my life is a lot more structure and stuff just like on my own. I do feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, like they're like, oh, like when works for you, and I'm like whenever.
No, I don't think you're like I don't think there's such a thing as being too available. I don't believe in like, oh my god, you should seem like you're, you know.
I don't like that. And Isabella was telling me, she's like, you don't want to seem too available. And I was like, well, bitch, I am. It's like,
Well, yeah, no, I don't think I subscribe to that idea. Obviously, like you want to just make it clear that you're doing things.
yeah, I have a life. It's not like I'm just sitting.
I have a life.
I'm not just sitting there rotting all day doing nothing, but I'm like, yeah, I can shut my laptop, or like I can like.
Yeah,
I don't-
no, you have a flexible lifestyle. Therefore, like if
I can
someone
be-
wants to do a date, you could do
8
it.
p.m. any day,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, make it happen.
9 to 5. This.
Like if I were in like a position with like a 9 to 5 job, I would like ideally want somebody who does have the freedom, or I guess
Yeah.
somebody in the same position so you have like the same kind of
Yeah.
hours. I think we both lucked out a little bit in like we both got like both of our boyfriends just like can
Do whatever the fuck.
do whatever.
No, I think that if you have to fake being less available to like make someone think that you're coveted to like you, that you don't even want that person anyways.
Yeah,
and anytime I would find myself like doing that, like, oh, I have a meeting, and then it's like,
how was the meeting? Insane.
yeah, like, and like I just had
Big
no
things
meeting.
coming.
You almost then end up having to like carry on that lie, and then when you start dating and they see that like, you know what I mean, just like, oh,
You never want to try to seem anyway. That's what I learned. Like I always wanted to seem like this and seem like I rode horses or don't. That's just where you should draw the
then
line.
you gotta upkeep it. What was like one that you look back on and you're like, wow, like I was really doing this? I'm trying to like remember.
I mean, there's been so many, but like first of all, I hate sports. One time I like literally taught myself like front to back, like the entire fucking, just everything there is to know about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
She's showing up to brunch with like black and yellow fucking.
No, I did. I literally spent my Christmas money on Victoria's Secret Pittsburgh Steelers merch.
Is this in college?
And I pretended I just like came up on it. No, I was in like middle school.
Oh, okay.
No, but that's so fucking funny too, because you'd probably low key be sad about that. Like there were probably some yoga pants you like did really want, and like you had to buy the Steelers collection.
No, I wore it like a fucking vouch for honor. I was literally like, I am. But the problem is, like, it's not like, oh, I'm trying to seem this way. It was like, oh, I'm in love with him, so I am in love with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Like I became the Steelers. Like it overcomes me.
And so I mean, you do become who you're dating.
You're
to
like
an
playing flag
extent.
football.
No, yes. But this is the first time I've ever been in a relationship where I like actually like someone just met me where I am, and I'm not having to like go out and like outsource personalities.
Yeah.
So living for that, but like this is my first time trying it.
But now you'll never go back.
No, ever. And like, God, I just
You know,
so entertained by myself these days.
yeah, because you're living your
I'm
truth.
like, the party was always over here.
Yeah. Right, like not like boating and
Yeah, like I did not need to be in the harbor.
your boating era was so funny though. Like, cause it's like we would like need her, like we'd all be doing something, and then she was just always at the marina.
I
I
was
loved-
sailing.
I loved checking your location, and it was just like in a body of water. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and then
Damn.
I'd leave, and then some other bitches on the boat the next day. Like, ugh.
Oh,
No, you guys were giving below deck shifts.
It was.
damn.
There could have been a show.
Have you seen Below Deck?
No, but I've seen Traders, which means I have to see Below Deck because one of the very important characters, Katie,
Oh, it's from Below Deck.
is from Below Deck.
Oh wow, I love Below Deck. I don't remember her, but Below Deck is such a good show. You should check it out.
I've seen a little bit of Below Deck. That's one of the ones that's on cable rotation, because when we go on tour, a lot of the hotels don't have casting.
Oh,
so
they
you
play Below Deck.
Yeah, you like really learn to love the shows that are on cable.
That's a good show to be like stuck with.
No, I always get excited when there's like a Real Housewives or a Below Deck or a Kardashians versus just ridiculous. I've seen every single fucking episode of Ridiculousness because of.
I've seen every episode except for the one I was on.
Did it ever come out?
It came out.
We should react to that for the Patreon. That'd be so fun.
I would be so bad. I haven't watched it on purpose. That's intentional, but it's just like I just blacked it out because I was so nervous. It's like, what the fuck?
It's so much harder than it looks like, because I did that too, like shot the pilot for a show that never came out, but it was a Ridiculousness spinoff. And when I was sitting up there, it was like I became the unfunniest person to ever walk, because it's like
Ever.
we're able to be funny and witty due to like the nature of the conversations that we're having. Like when I'm watching a video of a guy like peeing off a balcony, like that's why Chanel West Coast is perfect, because she can always just pull out that laugh. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like,
This felt like so
Like
much
cool
pressure
pee.
because yeah, like yes, I was shooting an episode, but I was auditioning. So like they had like a few of us testing for Chanel West Coast's spot.
Oh,
Yeah. So like as nerve-wracking as it already is, imagine thinking like, oh, like I'm auditioning for this role. And like that she has the laugh. So like I thought like, oh my God, like what am I gonna, I don't wanna like try to just be bubbly and stuff, because like that's just not my personality. I just want to be a hater. But but I'm thinking, and they told me beforehand way too much information. They told me I was gonna like if I got the part, or if I got like whatever, it's 22 days. I think they said it was 22 days of the whole year that they film. and it was $2.5 million that I was going to make for only 22 days of shooting it.
That's actually insane.
I don't know
would've
if I should
done-
even
So
say
then
that.
you're up there and you're like, ha ha
I don't know if I should say
I'd
that.
be
but,
like, tell
it
me
made
what to do then.
So nervous that like I have no idea what I was saying, and obviously I didn't get the role. But
But that also could have been like cancellation impacted, like it not your performance, right?
no, it was before then. But I probably would have lost it.
They could have had me in the
regardless, so-
splits.
Yeah, no. Well, and also like I was like influenced by Stilo Bram is like so hot, so I was literally like. I'm sitting next to him. Like, it was weird too because he's like asking me questions about me, and I'm like, "Why are we talking? Like, this is embarrassing." He's like, "How was your tour?" I'm like,
What does he do? I always confuse him with CeeLo Green.
What?
That's just rude.
That's just-
You driving around town with the girl. My new
Because
thing
of
is
the
like singing
name,
on podcast.
right?
Trisha's rubbing off on me.
Stilo Bram he's the DJ, or not the DJ, but he's the one who he's on Ridiculousness. He is the guy, and he's super hot.
And I've seen every single episode. I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
Like what?
Where
Okay.
did you get all these snacks from? Like, is there like a corner store around here? You hit the bodega?
Mm-hmm.
You get your orange drink?
Oh, J-Lo.
That's J-Lo. The block is J-Lo's Benz and Boone backflip.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand like
What's your
his
bleach and tone?
mine.
Yeah.
Here's this Chris Miles' bro.
Fuck. You know what's funny is that got taken down.
Uh-huh.
Like I posted a TikTok like when TikTok was like gonna get banned or whatever. And I was just like going back and posting like a bunch of just like viral drafts and stuff. And I was like, this isn't a draft, but this is fucking hilarious. Let me post it. And it like still cracked like millions of views. And then like I went to go look at it the other day because I was gonna show someone. And it was like taken down for community guidelines, like hateful speech or something like that. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
TikTok will not let it slide unless, of course, it's my comment section, in which case anything slides.
Get harassed! All of a sudden, your videos are promoted like without you doing
Literally.
anything. Oh my god! But I was like, damn, they took it down. And I remember like back in the day too on TikTok when it first started, I would post TikToks sometimes like in this T-shirt that had Lil Wayne on it, and he was smoking. And every time I would post in that T-shirt, my TikToks would get taken down for community guidelines. And I was like, I was so confused for the longest time because I was like, I'm not doing anything bad in these videos. I'm just hitting
I
the
will
whoa.
get ready
Like,
with me's taken down for community guidelines. Like it's just my face.
And your white tank top and your nipples out.
That is true. Yeah, I like had it coming to the other day because this really is my uniform, like a Hanes white tank, no bra. It's kind of slutty. Like over the years, I was like, wow, that's like really. I was talking about on Not Loveline the other day about the first time I ever realized I was a slut was because I asked Amari. I was just like, do you think I'm a slut? And I was like probably like 17, 18 or something. And I was like heavily expecting him to say no. Like it's my best friend. He knows all the things I do, whatever. And Amari just turned to me and he was like, yeah, you're a slut.
Well, you need to keep people in your life.
I didn't say, yeah, you're a slut. I was just like, she literally asked, she's like, do you think I'm a slut? And I was like, yeah. So I was like, I don't
Write it
care. Duh, I don't care. We have the best time ever. I don't give a fuck that you're a slut. And that's the thing too. She's like, he knows everything I do. Like, I know everything you do.
You know what we were talking about today that we thought was so funny? So there's a Funko Pop museum on Hollywood Boulevard right now.
Really?
And you know what Funko Pop is?
Yeah.
So they have a Funko Pop of everybody you can possibly imagine. Like if you can think of them and they are any sort of figure, it doesn't matter if they're like a housewife, they're on below deck, like they have a Funko Pop.
What?
So me and Tana were talking about it today and we were like, how many Funko Pops do you think you've had sex with?
I should try to find out.
That's really funny.
Like how many people on your body count are like come in Funko Pop?
Should we go to the Funko Pop Museum?
Yeah, it was the best time I've ever had.
Oh, you went?
Oh yeah, it's like I walked there.
Wait.
How do I even get to the bottom of that? Wait, let me look up. Does blank have a Funko Pop?
Who?
I'm starting with
Of course he does. Don't be ridiculous. He probably has 11.
Oh, he doesn't have a Funko Pop. Damn, fell off.
He must have done something to them because they literally like T-Pain himself has 7 of them.
No way.
I had to buy one because I'm obsessed with T-Pain. Just know this: if I die and T-Pain is not at my funeral, you guys have failed me.
Wait, look. Oh my
Yeah, he's in
god.
my house.
That literally looks like my father.
He's in my house. I have Sasha.
Sasha Baron Cohen.
No, Sasha, like Supergirl Sasha.
Ooh.
I bought hers because she's my only friend who's in Funko Pop. They should have a Tana Mongeau Funko Pop.
I'm shocked that we don't have Funko Pops.
I get
Tana
why.
Mongeau
Mojo
pickles?
being the top search is everything. Nope.
Oh.
No Funko Pop.
Look at that fucking PNG photo of me.
I fell off.
The Fashion Nova photo kills me.
The fuck.
And I know that look too. Wait, $5.96.
That photo is saying I hate people, I love them, without even saying it. Like, I just look drunk.
It's celebrity cutouts. Wait, is it a physical thing you can buy?
What a fucked up image to use.
I love that image. You just have perfect skin.
What a shame that you can't even get paid for that. Like, people are buying that probably.
Aaron wants to buy 8 apparently.
So funny looking back at how swollen my face would be from drinking. I met Pamela Anderson this day and I remember thinking, God, I look just like her.
You know
Put
what?
the bottle down.
You know
Hey,
what's
baby.
the best part about looking back on awful photos of yourself? Or like I don't know if you feel the same way, but I look back on the worst, most despicable photos of myself and I'm never like the thought is always like, I thought I looked amazing. Like it's never like, oh, I knew I was ugly. It's always like, I thought I was literally the most beautiful person to ever grace this earth.
No, I went somewhere with Josie that night and I was like, we are equal.
I ate her up.
Yeah. Mind you, she's in like no makeup, mugging. It's just brutal.
Like me and my duff.
That is so fucking funny to start
She's
calling
in
her
the
like.
photos. You're like, can I get a solo?
No, it's like, can I get a solo? I want to stand next to her. She's so beautiful. I'm starving.
I know you made me miss beef bulgogi night
I know.
What's beef bulgogi night?
every Wednesday.
Her and Miles like create a menu and like.
That's cute. See, that's why I want a fucking boyfriend. Like, I want some. I'm so jealous of you bitches in the sense that you guys get to like have sleepovers like every night, like if not every night, most nights and stuff. Because like I've definitely learned to like be fine with being by myself, and I feel like that was a part of like being single for a while. I was like, okay, I need to learn to like sleep alone. I feel like even like when you and I would just have sleepovers, like after I was like single, I was like, this isn't necessarily like the healthiest thing in the world. Like I need to learn how to sleep by myself. And
then I would beg like, oh no.
and I was like, well, Dad, I want to sleep alone. And it's like, no, Mark, you need to sleep fucking alone. Like,
Yeah.
And so like I've finally been doing that, and now I'm just like laying there like watching shit at night, and I'm like I love watching TV shows and I love watching movies, and especially because now I'm like a lot more calm than I used to be. But I'm just like, damn, I wish I had someone to like do this with.
But it
and at least,
also
like,
is
talk about
so-
it with, and like you know, like you love like how like you're not annoyed, but you're like, oh, I wish McCall would also watch Good American Family, you know,
Yeah.
like because you want to talk about it with them and stuff, and like get his take on things. And I'm like, oh, I wish I had someone to like watch a show with, and we could just fall asleep, and then like, you know,
It is
like,
great, but like at the same time, you miss like I miss just being able to sit there and jack off for an hour.
well, I don't jack
and then
off.
like talk to myself and like, you know, Mari doesn't jack off.
That's crazy.
like I've always just like had this mentality that's like, if I want it that bad, then it's like you need to go find someone to do it.
No.
Put yourself out there, pussy.
I think I guess I get that, but I also like it's just no one does it quite like you know.
I also like being like pleased by someone else, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
I
get that
have jacked
especially
off
for boys,
before.
but like girls, it's like that no one else can do it.
I'll never forget the very first time that I like jacked off and came. I was like, I like didn't even know that like, well, I knew that my dick could get hard, but I didn't know that like cum could come out of my dick. Should this be on the Patreon?
Oh my god, I can't imagine how shocking that must have been.
Oh, I was like so confused, but also like fascinated. And I was like, why did that feel so good?
No, I
remember my parents were like, they went out to dinner late one night, and I would love to like shower in my parents' shower. Oh my god, they're gonna hear this. And I would love to shower in their shower, like whenever I had the opportunity, because they just always, it's the master, it has the best
Yeah.
shower. And yeah, I don't know. I just like obviously going through puberty, I just like randomly started getting hard or whatever, and then I literally like jacked off and came, and I was just like, I just
That is the
did
coolest
that
thing
in
ever.
my coolest thing
oh
ever.
my god,
and in my parents' shower.
Spider-Man, you're
In my
what the
parents' shower.
that is crazy.
fuck? Oh my god, that's amazing. I
Never had a wet dream though.
I remember the first time I was
I always
like,
have them.
yeah, you know what? Let me share.
Well, the first time you winked it.
Yeah, like really like successfully where I was like, and I was old.
How old?
Think like graduated college.
Was there a toy involved, or were you just
Yeah.
okay? Was it your
And I
first time
think
using the toy?
I had been like, yeah. Well, no, I don't know. I can't remember. But I think I just wasn't using them hard enough.
I love hard enough.
It was something.
Put it in sport.
There was something to it. I think I just really need to stick with it, you know, and get the hang of it.
You're like talking to the wall. I'm so close.
No, seriously.
No, that's actually me.
I have now shared too much. But
Were we just talking about Jeff the other day, and how he like hasn't he like jacked off to himself in the mirror?
Well, I just always tell Jeff that he's so the type of guy where I know he's coming to the thought of himself.
I would.
Yeah, I guess that's true. And like he loves American Psycho so much that I'm like, I know you've like had sex to this. Like just one of those guys.
Where are you guys most excited to go on tour internationally?
Australia.
Uh-huh.
Or did you say Paris?
Just because I want to fucking wee.
Have you been there before?
No, I've never been to Europe.
Paris is awesome.
I know.
You
I'm
need to
so
go.
excited, and I'm just happy that BB's coming and my boyfriend's coming, because I'm just gonna have like.
You need to make sure that you guys go back to that restaurant that Paige took us to.
Oh my God. There's this restaurant in Paris. It's one of the best meals I've ever had. Isn't it called like Oligat?
Yeah.
Is that
I think
right?
that was like the style of like the potatoes, maybe.
But they make this,
That
and
wasn't
you'll
what was-
love it because it's so meat centered.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
beef or like a steak, but then they
Surrounded in
make you these-
cabbage.
Is it beef or is it steak?
Probably both. Maybe steak. Actually, I don't know.
Mine was
but-
beef.
Oh,
Yeah.
but they make you these potatoes that are almost the texture of like pasta. Like when you pick them up, they're like, and they're so cheesy. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking.
I'm gonna find it for you literally right now because I can find it really fast. I was just showing someone this the other day because one of my friends was in Paris, and I was like, "You need to go to this place. It's actually fucking nuts." The potatoes.
And there's this place that everybody goes where you drink the red wine out of baby bottles, but I can never get a reservation. And I think it's always because I show up too hammered.
Watch this.
Like that time you walked in with your nipples out. Oh my God! Something about like the way they smack right here.
And that thing right there, it's like cabbage, and inside is just all meat. Yeah, it was insane. I feel like you're into like vintage designer stuff. Like there's a lot of cool like vintage designer shopping out there and stuff. But even like I'm not much of a designer person, but I was like, this stuff is so cool. Like
Me too.
I was
I've
shopping for
always
someone else, but I was like, damn, I wish I wasn't shopping for someone else because I'd be shopping for me. Like,
yeah. I've always been like I hate designer. I don't believe in designer. And just lately I've been like, wow. But like like things that I'm like, oh my God, like this is so. It's an investment.
I love that purse that you recently got.
I love
Big
it
brown
too,
one?
but I already put shampoo all over it by accident.
Oh my God. $5,000, right? The YSL.
Yeah. Well,
Big body. I was talking about Trisha went on this whole tangent to me about how she needs to buy this bag, but she's not gonna. And then I get home and she texts me a photo and she goes, I bought the bag in my sleep. Like I just found it in the house. And I was like dying. Literally how iconic.
no, it wasn't $5,000. Like $4,000.
Have you guys been seeing, how do I say her last name? I always say Katsuya. Ari Kitsuya?
I love these say
obsessed with
Katsuya, but I don't know exactly how to pronounce her last name. But I think it's something like that, like Kitsa.
I'm
Kitsia?
obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with the way her face like moves. She looks.
She's
like,
beautiful. I love her
an anime.
voice.
She
and
is
like
everything. To me.
yeah, and her skits are hilarious. I will
Yeah,
say
like
that,
she's
too.
so funny and so multifaceted, and I'm obsessed. But have you been keeping up with her lore online right now?
her and Jacardi broke up.
So that's
She just
what gags me is the whole internet doesn't like know this guy. But like I found out about her because I'd known Jacardi for a really long time, and it's actually funny because like, well, I don't know
Pull
if
up
I
to the
should say
trap.
this, but yeah, he was always just around, like would straggle into like anything we're ever doing. And one of our good friends was like in love with him, one of our guy friends, and he's not gay, so it was just like this ongoing thing forever. And he started dating her, and that's how I found out about her because someone was like, Jacardi's dating this girl, and he's like managing her. Yada yada, and they're making so much money, and I was like, okay,
managing her.
running her stuff. I think, yeah.
What?
It never ends well.
I will just say for all girls, like, do not let your boyfriend keep your business and your man separate, no matter how much.
Geach and Michael Yurgo do that.
They do
don't
that, and they
know.
got married and whatever. But even marriage, like, I love Makoa so much, but I would never put him in the position. I would start a company with him, right? Or I would do something like that. But to run everything I've built for myself, because it's just scary. Like it's, you know what I mean? No matter how much you love this person, like you always have to, especially just because I like, even just growing up with my parents, I would see like financial abuse and control and just, it's shitty. And it's like, I don't know, as a woman, you have to protect yourself no matter what. But anyways, they were dating and he cheated on her. And she was like telling me the
Old of you, Jacardi.
and it's just so funny because we know him and it's like, I knew him.
I know him, but I'm like, I'm team her, whatever.
No, same.
Yeah,
I know
same
him
here.
well enough to where I'm like, damn, that is like, how could you even do that?
Yeah.
She was giving me the details too, and it was like some diabolical shit. Like, I don't want to air out her tea because, like,
Jacardi.
but like some diabolical shit. And now she is like marketing genius. I love when a guy cheats on a girl and it puts her in like in her bag rage. Like,
Power
it's
bitch
just.
moves. I just saw her with Girth Master.
Yeah, that's where this.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you cheat on a girl and she says, okay, bet I'm going to go work with Girth Master. Like, Jacardi's not giving Girth Master.
No.
And it's
His
like,
dick is huge.
I've never seen it.
It's on Twitter. Well, he's Girth Master on Twitter. Oh.
Oh my God. Wow.
7-inch girth,
Yeah.
7-inch circumference,
Yeah.
God damn.
6'6" show off with a ludicrously capacious cock. Like capacity.
Oh, capacious.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm just like so happy for her because it's like how iconic, and she's making $1 grillion off of that collab, and it's just like her marketing skills are everything.
Yeah.
She said, I'll get on a plane and fly 27 hours right now.
Yeah, and she was collabing with that girl that we like.
Kayla Jade.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love her content.
I do not fuck with Girth Master anything. Get that away from me.
I would like actually like die.
I don't care.
7
how
inches
wide this
around
is.
is crazy.
Oh, I couldn't even think about that because also like, I mean, I'm going to assume that it's easier to take a dick in your vagina than it is your asshole.
Yeah, definitely.
My shit would be bleeding.
No, that's like
Bleeding.
hospital territory.
Yeah.
Girth Master.
Whoa. I wish I had a cool name like that though.
Yeah, you could be like
Gusset Goddess.
Gusset Goddess.
But yeah, what's Gusset? Damn, I want it.
Gusset. Long story.
Dicks like that are fun to like suck, but not.
No, talk about lockjaw.
Yeah, I have a little mouth.
Ew.
So hot.
Look
to
at it in the book.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. It like doesn't even look like a dick. It looks like something you'd buy at Home Depot to like help you like install a
It gives you
windowsill.
an idea when you like realize that like the tip just looks so like minuscule on it. You know?
I don't even think you could make a bigger tip. Oh my God.
That's actually insane. The lighter sitting on it is so funny.
Oh my God.
That shit's allowed on Reddit.
That's so funny. If I was him, I would like dress it up. I would like get little outfits
He
for my
probably
dick.
has.
Me
I
too,
remember I saw
I'd
like
go to Petco and get like little sweaters.
I saw
Yeah.
something on his Twitter where he like put it like a pizza box.
Oh my God. I get it completely. Oh my God. That's wild. But yeah, it's-
you have to wonder like what it's like to be grown or to be born with like an appendage like that or like just anything. Like at what age do you think he was like,
My dick's huge.
I'm girthier than the rest?
right.
that's
Like, did
gotta
he play
suck.
sports or like did someone else tell him or like
What'd you say, Aaron?
That's gotta suck. Yeah. Oh, damn.
How old were you, Aaron?
Huh?
Never
When?
mind.
I don't want to know about Aaron's dick size.
Well, he said,
I
yeah,
do.
it kind of sucks. Like, you missed it. You ruin everything.
I can't change,
even
even if I tried, even if I wanted to.
my love, my love, my love.
Oh, we kind of hit that. Trisha I'm going to her show in Vegas this weekend, and she was like, I want you to sing on stage with me. She's making me rap Hefner.
Oh my god.
Like,
where's
I'm
her
doing
show at?
it for the first time in so long, and I'm gonna have to be so medicated. And we'll do a little Viva Las Vegas. But like,
Where's her
Hefner. It's at the Chelsea at the Cosmo, which we
Oh.
did. And I'm so excited to go back. I
Best
obviously
green room ever.
Every time best screen room ever. Every time we ever do a show at like a massive esteemed venue, in my head, as we leave, I like take one good look around because in my head I'm like, I will never be asked back. Like,
You don't think so?
That.
I guess I'm being like a little facetious, but like, you know what I mean? It's just such an honor and like
Yeah,
the
you just
imposter.
don't want to. Yeah.
And you never want to get in the mindset of like, yeah, I'm going to come play this venue 100,000 times. Like, you know, it is so special.
Up
And-
next, O2 Arena.
yeah, exactly.
Chelsea was so crazy too because obviously it's like in a casino and stuff. So like they pick you up with security and escort you through all like the secret hallways and like private elevators and like take you down like you're fucking Barack himself.
Yeah. And at one point I was banned from the Cosmopolitan Hotel. So I think it felt extra special to have gone so far the other way. I'm waiting for my resurgence at the Win. It'll probably never happen. But we're doing that. What else are we doing? Paige is coming with me. We're going to see Donnie Osmond.
Oh, Paige is going to go.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I know. And Donnie and Marie, that's why my middle name is Marie.
Oh, my
After Marie
grandma
Osmond.
loved Donnie and Marie.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. Little
That is-
Holly
that-
Madison. How funny is it that I have the opportunity to rap Hefner on stage with Holly Madison there?
That's so iconic.
So
To me, it's the fact that Holly Madison literally bought tickets to our Vegas show, didn't even tell us, showed up, watched it, and left.
Yeah, like didn't come greet. Like
Yeah.
literally, we found out on her story that like she attended. And I
It
was
like
Holly.
it blows my mind because like I'm a super fan.
yeah, I would have
Yeah.
like carried her in myself. Like truly,
It's
that show
just
was crazy.
Yeah,
Doing
that was
venue stages like that, I don't know how to explain it. When they're like the stage is so big like that, and it feels almost like
It was massive.
when the stage is so big and we just sit in our chairs. It's like, you know,
That was such a fun show.
it was
And seeing
fun.
so many
And, like-
Vegas audience too. It was just like, holy shit.
It felt so because like obviously like it's your hometown show, but like and so it's an important show to me, but it's not as important as it is to her. So I felt like I was like really excited by it, but not nervous by it because it's like these aren't my friends or like my people. So I just really wanted to be on for that show.
Weirdly, in
It was so
Arizona, I
fun.
was so nervous to do it around your family. And that venue was crazy because that was the only time I think we've ever done a show that's on a circle stage.
Oh, yeah.
And it's doing a show on a circle stage is so strange because it's like there are people like literally behind my back and it feels like you're in the crowd, polar opposite of Vegas because it's like a small stage in the middle of the crowd. Then we had some guy trying to like heckle and be nuts and get kicked out. And I was like all
and I had,
paranoid.
like, literally, like, you know, when something happens to you when you're a kid and it's traumatizing and it stays with you for the rest of your life. I had a dance competition one time, the only dance competition, my mom will kill me for ever saying this, but one time she came to watch me perform. And it was like, it takes forever. Sometimes there's like a million things before you. Randomly, her drug dealer picked her up and she left and she missed my dance. And I came off stage and like realized and I was so devastated. Like I literally like I was unwell for like months after.
Yeah.
And during the show, I watched my dad walk up and leave and never come back. I was like,
Oh my God.
and
That's so sad. It's arguably it's like just don't come.
yeah.
no, seriously. And like I have such a thing about that. Like people coming and like watching me. I don't know why, because it's like seriously, like no one ever came to my anything. So I got so mad at him about that. And he's literally like, I saw the whole thing. I didn't leave until after. And he like gave an example. And it was like, that was literally in the first 10 minutes of the show.
No. That really is.
And I like knew where they were. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
then the whole time I'm thinking like, oh, he's
You're
missing
looking
this.
for
He's
them.
missing like,
Yeah.
anyway, that was honestly like kind of dark.
No, it is.
I'd be pissed.
I was so upset.
You can't even get up to pee.
There's a company who's like known for their wide gusset chonies.
Okay.
Apparently, like they're the company.
Wait, what is
Uh-huh.
And they're
Gusset still?
interested in doing a collab with me.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to.
Fuck your pickles. I got gusset.
Yes.
Say wide gusset chonies.
So,
So Gusset's pussy.
No, it's
just
like a piece of fabric
It's like the
in
piece,
it.
the piece of your pants that's like meant for your crotch.
A gusset. Why
I
do you
feel
know
like-
that? It's like aglet.
Well, I didn't know it. In fact, I used it in the wrong context approximately 30 times before I learned.
Yeah.
How are you using it before? Like gullet?
No,
Well,
like
I
we
bought
thought
wide
gusset
gusset
was the
chonies.
was the pussy.
I thought it was for chonies for my wide gusset, but apparently it's my you know what I'm saying.
Your Pikachu needs.
Yeah, that,
wide
that's why I stopped, just because I didn't know what it was gonna.
Yeah, I was watching you go. Okay, I swear to God, I'm literally like Teresa Caputo because it's like I walked out there to use the restroom and I was like skipping down the hall. I felt amazing. And then the second I walk back in here, it's like I'm like sweating and I feel like
I know. Well, it is really hot in here, and we have been shooting for 7 hours straight.
and I guess maybe that is just it, but I swear it's like I'm an energy reader and I know something.
Is that who
Someone
Teresa
died?
Caputo is?
Did something
Yeah,
happen?
she's a medium.
Is she like Long Island medium?
She is long.
She
Oh,
is
really?
the Long Island media.
Yeah.
Wow. I liked that.
I just feel like I'm like, wow.
Should we give it
And
up?
what have I gotten all over these pants?
You have it all
Crunch
over your
bar.
jacket too. Did you paint something?
Oh, I did paint in the Yap set. I guess
I
this
can't
is
wait to
that one.
have one.
I know. I'm so excited. It's my favorite sweat set in the
Are
world. I
there
just
other
had to-
colors?
No,
but
Mhm.
we're thinking about
A
it.
brown would hit.
a brown would hit. We should just make them in
brown
every
would,
color.
A brown would hit, but we did already release a sweat set in the dead of summer, so maybe we do a summer color.
I remember like your Dizzy dark green.
Yeah, I
That'd be
did love
good.
that.
I remember when you guys all did the like tie-dye blue.
Oh, the tennis court.
Oh, that was like.
I was
So
jealous
funny.
because I was like kind of just getting into the group, and Lila got an invite and I didn't.
That was such a funny day.
It was the worst day ever because me and Jordan were like fighting so bad.
Are you coming to pickle activities tomorrow?
I only barely got invited.
Barely is crazy.
Oh!
I literally made a. It's so funny too because I made a group chat because I know you. Like I've given you. If
I only say that because there was a pickle activity already that I never heard about.
that is true. That is true.
Clocked your tea.
Clock my tea. I'm bad at thinking sometimes. It just like happens through word of mouth.
Does Miles like pickles?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
He likes everything.
Do you guys like a lot of the same foods?
He's such an amazing cook, and he cooks every single day, every single meal.
Mhm.
So things that I didn't know I like now because he makes them perfectly.
What was the hardest thing like that you had to adapt to in your guys' relationship? That's like a way that he operates versus the way that you operate. And honestly, I'm gonna ask
Nothing.
you the same thing.
Nothing, and that's well,
He was just so easy.
no, like actually, we kind of talked about this in the beginning, but when we first started dating, I was worried that like, I was like, oh, it's just too easy, and like something's like feels off about that. But like,
About to self-sabotage.
he's so agreeable, and like he just doesn't want to fight, and he's so like unproblem. Like he just won't.
How old is he?
37.
Oh, what?
So he
The
like.
fuck? He
So
looks
just
way
would
younger.
Never like if I'm like, oh, this bothered me, he'd be like, okay, well, like I'll never do it again.
Uh-huh.
He's
That's a
not
man.
Like he's not like a pushover. He's like he
Yeah.
stands his ground, but like we would never argue. I don't
Yeah.
think.
He's simple and he listens.
And he takes like he's just such a like he's very gentle
Mm-hmm.
and like his parents are older, and he kind of just like operate. He reminds me of my grandpa
Oh, that's really sweet.
And you love your grandpa.
so much, and like the way he is to my grandma, and like
Yeah.
you know, obviously my grandma like has dementia and stuff, and he like really takes care of her. Like my mindset in this relationship is like he would so do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wait,
awesome.
That's actually so.
Like I know he would.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Aw.
What about you? What was like the hardest
I don't know if
thing?
I've ever like respected someone the way I respect Makoa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just, because I would go for these people, obviously, that like, I don't know. It was hard through sometimes their actions to possess. Like, Makoa is such a respectable human.
Yeah.
Not that I've never, like, I've obviously just fucked things up with good people too, but like, I don't know, like just things that I would normally immediately do or post or say or whatever while dating someone, I now like won't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I just very much like really became like so wifey and so devoted to this person. Like
Yeah.
even just the other day, Jeff was saying like, you're not fun on the podcast anymore because you're taken. And I'm like, it's true. Cause like I would just say the fucking most out of pocket shit. And like now I can't.
Because like almost like
And-
their actions like kind of instilled that upon you and you're like, whatever, they do this.
Yeah, yes. Or just like
And you
I
just don't respect him, so it's like whatever.
yeah, or I didn't care deep down wanting something to last, I guess. So it's kind of like when you don't care if something lasts deep down, you kind of like that bleeds into lots of your actions
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Like lack to take into account someone else's feelings about things and stuff.
Yeah, especially when someone doesn't always consider your feelings, or just again, I was in eras of my life where it might have been a great person, but I just wasn't ready for it or whatever. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think that's like the weirdest thing is like if you asked any person who's dated me before, they'd be like, she's the most psychotic, awful, like girlfriend ever. But like kind of the same thing you're saying. It's like I just would never ever want to be bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because it's one thing when someone scolds you for being bad, and it's another thing when like it's not even that. Like you're disappointed in yourself if you act that way to this person who's so undeserving. Like I think that's a lot of what it is with McCall, where it's like he wouldn't even have to say anything. There have been times where like I was a fucking raging bitch, or I'm drinking and I'm being insane. And it's not even like he's like cut that shit out. It's like the next day I'm like, why would I do that to this person that, you know what I mean, that I love so much?
You like, looked in the mirror.
Yeah, quite literally.
Saw the reflection.
Well, thank you, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Big Daddy Ami.
Don't sexualize him.
He's the one that says, hey, sexy to me when I walk up to him.
We don't have human resources.
You guys are HR.
Yeah,
Period.
it's gotten us into some serious trouble.
Imagine like I was your guys' HR. You know it's cracks me up. I got a DM today.
Thank you.
You wanna know what's so funny? I got a DM today. I get so many random DMs like about your guys'. You guys message me like this is my podcast. First of all, like it's really fucking.
Didn't someone
funny.
message you recently trying to sell you a ticket?
Yeah,
to
someone was. Yeah, someone.
So funny.
They were like,
Yeah,
they saw. I don't know if it was like a TikTok or a story or a tweet or something like that, but they're like, I saw your blah blah blah. Like, are you looking for a show to the Tana Mongeau like Melbourne concert? First of all.
Concert slang.
And I was like, that in itself was just hilarious. So obviously I screenshotted it, put it on my story, and was like, like, oh my God, I'd do anything for a ticket. Guys, help me find one. But I got a DM today, and it's just like so funny to me because obviously like I know people in their minds like maybe he can't help, or like duh, like reach for the stars, you know. And what is it? They reach for the stars, and if you miss, you land like on, or reach for the moon, something like
Reach
that.
for the moon, and if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
Yeah, something like that. Whoa, I also got a DM about a foot fetish. That's weird. I think that's snake. And what did they say? So
carrying.
okay, so I'm just a girl trying to get into Neon Carnival. Oh,
They're asking to
I
get
thought
you
this had
into
to-
Neon Carnival.
well, that also is really funny. But I also get people like someone was messaging me about like how they were trying to get tickets like to your show, all this stuff, and I'm like, so go to like canceledtour.com or whatever, and like,
TheCanceledPodcast.com.
there we go, thecanceledpodcast.com. Like, what do I look like? Ticketmaster?
It's so funny. I get so many DMs that are like, Tana, please, like blah blah blah. Like it'll be like a novel, and then at the end they'll just be like, can you send this to her? I'm like,
Yes, that too. Like, can you please tell them? I'm on it. What? Like, sometimes I get like have fun too and respond to them because there was this one person, your club appearance that you did in Miami. There was this guy that DM'd me and was like, I want to go so bad, like blah blah blah. And I literally responded and I go then.
Fair
And
enough.
then the next day he did go and you reposted his story. I was like, there's no fucking way. But I literally was just like, go then. Like, because what the fuck am
Well,
I
that one
gonna do?
especially because it's like, what does he literally want you to
What
do?
it-
Fly him out?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He was a Miami local, but like still, like what am I
Yeah,
going
and
to
that
do?
one was free to the public.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're doing a pop-up tomorrow. I just like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I've never done a.
I honestly just ran into Sydney Sweeney at her pop up.
I love ran into
wait.
Sydney Sweeney at her pop-up.
The Laneige one?
I didn't go there. She was there, and I passed by.
Oh, and you were at the Grove,
Yeah.
and then just passed like. I just want to know pop-up etiquette. Like, what am I supposed to do? I feel like, and normally this is also like pop-ups are always for like lattes and like
No, you just
makeup
pop
products.
up and
2018, you'd be like, what's up, motherfuckers? Who wants a fucking pickle?
You're right. I should just channel that.
You all look so fucking sexy.
Something you want to know some tea? Me and Tana, I think, have both been in talks with La La Land to do like a drink
Ooh.
separately, which hers is probably going to come before mine. Let's be real.
Well, no, I ended up just deciding that because I
You
was
be at the
wanting to
Grove,
do
though.
the drink because I couldn't do the pickle. Like, it's not that, like, I do drink coffee every day, but it's not a part of my
Well, I drink
brand.
La La Land every day.
Yeah.
Not to be like,
No,
I
I
can
think
see you
it's,
getting yours first because you be at the Grove.
well, I just love La La Land. So,
and it's more you. Like, it's cutesy and it's clean and it's on brand.
well, but we've been.
She's
so,
like mud water mocha.
So I'm like a La La Land. Like I just love La La Land. I'm obsessed with the branding. I'm obsessed with anything that like has cute packaging.
Yeah, they do have really cute
Sounds
cups.
so like
They're
dumb.
little heart straws. Oh,
Yes.
Bend me over.
And so they just
See, I
really
don't even-
got me with their like like just from the instant I saw them and literally have been ordering it. I ordered it every single day for like 6
I
months.
think they're sold on the pitch.
No, I'm telling you why this was so exciting for me. So then they asked me to do a drink and I was so excited. And I went and I had my meeting with them and they take you like on the at the 3rd Street location. There's like a secret upstairs like
Oh yeah.
type situation. And they brought me in there and I got to try every drink on the menu. And we were talking about like flavors and stuff. And I was like, I want to do a chair, like, because they had just done the banana
I like
cream
where you're
cold
going.
foam.
You know, they took it from Swade and gave it to Heidi and Spencer.
Well,
I mean, for good reason,
yeah,
but
but,
like, damn.
Well, no, I don't know. It's like make a new flavor.
Yeah, make a new flavor.
I don't know anything about that, but
I stand with Lala.
well, so I'm like trying to think of how to make it creative because I'm like, well, they already have a strawberry, they have banana cream that's new, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna do cherry.
Amazing.
Cherry.
Sounds
And
delicious.
how cute is that? Like, because it was gonna be like a springtime release, so it was gonna be like
With the matcha, like the red and the green.
yes. How cute is that?
Yeah.
What happened?
Sydney Sweeney, cherry drink at her pop up.
Oh, like you
Sydney
pitched
Sweeney.
the idea.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
And like I live and die for her, but like by the time they get
No,
to
but
me,
that's
we're
a
gonna
brutal
be at
feeling.
like Dingleberry fucking cream top.
You're like outsourcing fruit from the international tour. Like, I brought home a durian.
There's not gonna be nothing left.
That is brutal.
And I'm sure she had nothing to do with it, but I'm like, finding a good idea and being like, you know what would be better for this.
Yeah, no, that's
Sydney
why it's
Sweeney.
brutal. It has nothing to do with Sydney Sweeney. Even Swade's, like, I remember that happening, like, because we were just talking about it within the friend group, like, whatever. Swade had her banana drink, and then they gave it to Heidi and Spencer. And I just remember being like, that is shitty. Like,
Yeah, that is annoying.
Swade's out there fucking making the drink and the shenanigans, and then, like, Heidi and Spencer come along. Like, it is probably just, like, everyone can have a new flavor. Like, it doesn't...
So when you
know.
see Brooke with a pomelo cream cold foam drink at La La Land Cafe, ask no questions because there were no more fruits.
We're out. I'm gonna have like a beef flavored latte. Beef cream top. You remember when that girl Brooke Monk beat up her dog and then she accidentally uploaded an
That wasn't
raw
Brooke Monk.
footage.
That wasn't
Yes.
Brooke Monk.
I didn't mean Brooke Monk. I meant
I was like, wait, that sweet little girl did not beat her dog up. I know who you're talking about.
Brooke, a different
Good on you, though. We need him here more often.
It's like, whoa, Brooke Monk,
you know
no.
you know how often like we do that like first and last names and we'll both be like yes.
No, because if you pulled up Brooke Monk, like, you'd be like,
We did that recently with something so funny, and I just like I
Oh, I think I know what you're
catch it in
talking
the moment, and I
about.
was like, I watched it back, and I was like, there's no.
No, we'll actually be like Amelia Gray flew that plane into the Bermuda Triangle.
It was exactly like that.
And
Yeah.
she got eaten by crabs.
Yeah.
But it was us on a guest episode. It was like with Jeffree Star, and it was all three of us like collectively said exactly the wrong name, and we were like, yep.
That is so
But
funny.
so, anyways, the girl who did do that, what's
beat her
your worst
dog.
fear?
She uploaded the raw footage. That's like my biggest fear is like accidentally uploading like the unedited podcast.
You know what's so crazy?
Mine with my
Brands.
brand deals.
I
Like,
was literally just
oh
gonna
my
say.
god, because I'll be cracking the funniest jokes in brand deals that obviously will never make the cut, and it's like.
It's also funny when brands think that they can get raw footage for you. Like when we want the raw footage. It's like, are you fucking crazy?
Yeah, no, I snorted my snot 37
Yeah, like
times.
you're not getting that. Like we can make it look like the raw
Brands
footage. but
ask you for raw footage.
I've been asked for raw footage before, and I'm just like, are you fucking crazy?
Brands don't even want my raw footage. Like that's truly never happened.
They're like, you actually sent us too much.
Yeah, no, later I'll
Especially
always
when
do
they
that.
want like UGC from it and stuff because they want to like edit it themselves and stuff. And it's like, no.
One thing no one's ever gonna want from me is UGC.
What is that?
User
It's
generated
when-
content. Like you're giving them content that you don't necessarily have to post. You're just giving like when I did that like Nike deal a long time ago, like I had to give them stuff for like their website.
But it's like kind
Oh.
of it's the type of thing like a super aesthetic person would do because it's like the brand wants to use it repurpose it as their own content.
Oh my god, that's why I've never been. I have no idea what it's even called. What do you want? Cheeto fingers on your crop top?
Really, it pays so much and like so much.
Yeah.
So many of like the really like aesthetic girls do it because like you don't even have to post it on your own thing. But like brands like will pay for like a really stylish like aesthetic girl to like take trendy photos of like the coffee and the
Yeah,
product
that makes
and, like,
sense.
That's why when I did
Damn, I truly am finding out about this today, and it tells you everything you need to know.
that's why when I did that shoot, I hired Hunter to shoot it because I was like, they want UGC, they're paying me a fucking bag. Like,
Yeah,
I'll have Hunter do it because like cool on both ends, you know.
But it genuinely like it seems like the hardest job in the world to me.
Oh my God, I could never. I try like literally even this weekend in San Diego, I was trying to take one fucking aesthetic photo. I have permanent chicken grease on my fucking iPhone
Me
camera.
too.
Same
Something's
lately.
wrong.
I don't know what's in the air.
No,
But-
and it's like I bought this brand new iPhone. Please, anybody let me know in the comments below. Did anybody else buy a brand new iPhone and then the camera, everyone, mind you, everyone else is like, this camera quality is crazy. I'm throwing away my DSLR. And I'm like, I bought a 3GS.
No, this is, well, I still have I think I have like the 15 or something, which like, oh no, you have an iPhone 15, but
Wait, same.
I'm confused. It like switches between the cameras. Like I'll be like a totally normal distance away from Murph. Why can't I fucking see Murph?
Yeah.
And it's like, even
It
if
switches between cameras. Like it's never
Yeah.
the right one.
It's always doing its own thing.
No, and it's brutal. Like Makoa and I will be taking the same photo and we have the same phone and his is so gorgeous. And I'm like, my camera's cleaned off. I can have other people try to fuck with the settings. Like it just, granted, I have like 200,000 items in my camera roll. So maybe it's like,
No, I don't think that should have any impact on it at all.
I keep buying new phones in hopes that I get this new mystical camera that everyone speaks of. And I just keep getting toaster qual.
Oh my God, I saw this video. Do you know, like, I really struggle with, like, what the fuck is a camera and how does it work and how do we take photos and more importantly, how the fuck do we take videos? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, that to me seems like magic. But this man,
So funny that you have these thoughts and you're like, you don't even smoke weed.
no, this is like a totally normal thought. This man finds cans in the wilderness, like when he's just hiking a mountain, cuts the top off. He puts photo paper inside, pokes a pin-sized hole in the thing, and that pinhole is your camera. And then he sets it down in front of like a beautiful landscape, leaves it there for a few days with like a top on it, and it literally takes a photo. Like that pinhole, like the light shining through that hole, burns the image onto the photo paper, and then you can develop it as a fully like processed, beautiful like photo.
Imagine you just
What?
taking the photo on a camera and lying.
And we could, because I don't fucking know how it works.
That's
Yeah.
insane. That's some science.
No, it's
But
crazy.
it's really crazy how simple it is, but also how I cannot wrap this fucking pea brain around it.
No, because it's not simple. That makes no fucking sense that this
Yeah.
piece of paper and this can take a photograph.
Yeah, that's
Or
crazy.
phones. I can talk to Michaela Testa down under, and she can hear me in the exact moment that I am saying this in America.
I couldn't agree more. FaceTime is even crazy if you think about it. No,
I
for me,
remember
it's
when
Bluetooth.
that Ashley Tisdale movie came out and they like were talking like FaceTiming, but like it was before we had FaceTime. We were like, could you imagine if we could really do that?
Yeah, and
And
now it's just like a
our
thing.
regular. Well, because you were talking about photographs, it got me thinking about Ed Sheeran because of the song "Photograph." You know, he got added to the Weekend 2 lineup.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm livid.
Okay, are you guys Weezer fans?
Island in the Sun.
Who?
Okay.
Is he-
One weekend got Weezer and one weekend got Ed Sheeran. And maybe I'm just such an Ed Sheeran fan, but
I'm-
why do I feel like that's one weekend getting Michaela Testa and one weekend getting Anna Paul?
Wait, well, is we?
Or are they like
You didn't
kind of
even-
like?
No, that was like bad. I was just saying like way better is one.
Oh,
Way better is one, yes.
Ed Sheeran. I
love Ed Sheeran.
love Ed Sheeran so much. He was my first.
I'm not hating on Weezer. It's just like Ed Sheeran live just even feels like
I've never learned like his. He was one of the first musicians, the first musician I ever learned an album, every word to every song, front to back.
that's the best.
Back in like middle school.
That's crazy.
You cannot
This
hate
is a
on
lot
old
of
Ed
words.
Sheeran. I remember I told Sam Goldbach once that he looked like hot Ed Sheeran and he was so offended.
All right, you guys, we have officially been at the Canceled Studio for a grillion hours, but we love you all so much. By the time you see this, we will be on our international tour. If there are any tickets left or anything, please come see us. And we love you so much. And we're going to miss our little haunted studio while we're gone. And Amari, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I had a great time. This is
Yeah.
my first time in here. I don't
Our
feel like
sexy
haunted.
little, slutty little third co-host.
See you in Melbourne.
Ugh.